all of a sudden, Melchior says, it's time for you to meet a master of all masters, right? So he decides they're going to take him to Nepal. And there's a great being by the name of Gorthness, master, who is born in Nepal. Now, what Jesus becomes aware of for the first time, you've heard the Lama speak in this and several things, is that man has DNA, but God the Father also has DNA. And it's here that he meets up with Uncle Enoch and Melchizedek / Gorthness, who is actually the original founder of Hatha Yoga, which is one of the pillars of the Tai Chi Gong system. He begins to learn how to meditate deeper. He begins to learn how to do yoga. He begins to understand that conditioning yoga is not only just to condition your muscles and your skeleton system and put your spine in alignment, but it's also to calm the central nervous system so he could go into deeper and deeper levels of meditation. Now, he stays with these two great beings, and he learns about the order of Melchizedek, and that this order has to do with masters who honor God the Father's DNA. So again, he's wakening up more and more. The last 6 months of this training, he's between 20 and 21. They say it's time to introduce him to the Lamas at the Lamasery. This is where he goes and actually spent 6 months in the Lamasery. And get this, Jesus' head is going to be shaved for the first time. And you say, Jesus with a head shave? You're thinking, wait a minute, right? Well, before you jump to conclusions and to doubt, let me refer you to Paul in the epistles, is in jail. And he needs to get out of jail because they're talking all kind of hooligans they're going to do to him. And he overhears them because Paul has developed clairaudience, super hearing, like the Lama has today. So he remembered hearing about that the shaving of the head. Paul refers to the shaving of Jesus's head as the Nazarene rite. It's referred to as the Nazarene rite. He shaves his head. He has an illumination experience, and the Holy Spirit does what to the doors of the jail? Says it just throws them right open. Okay? After he shaved his head. So there's a shaving of a head and the connection to God's light that we'll get into more later. So he spends the last 6 months, and the Lamasery is sharing the prophecy, and he more starts to know who he is. And then they say, well, you need to find the roots of our order. So the same thing that they did to Lama Rasaji years ago, they send him to India.